Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento Area Realtor. This is your monthly market update for the end of August and the beginning of September 2014. Can you believe it? The summer is pretty much over now. We're winding down. My kid's going back to school, one of my daughters, and I'm sure your kids are starting to go back to school too. It's crazy the summer's over already, but here we are going to chat about the stats that just came out for July 2014. Actually the median sales price for the Sacramento area has been bouncing around the last few months. A couple months ago it was at 275. Last month it went down to 270. This month it bumped up to 272. So we're seeing pretty much, as I've been talking about, a flat market right now. The values have pretty much been flat for about 3 or 4 months now, with the median just bouncing around, which is, normal of where we're seeing. We're in a balanced market right now. So the amount of sales, they bumped up a little bit. They went from 1465 in June to 1548 in July. So that was good. The amount of sales went up 5.7%. A good strong finish as we're finishing out the summer here. And then the inventory, the amount of homes available for sale, continues to go up. We've been talking about that the last few months. Went from 3258 up to 3479, so a 6.8% increase in inventory. So even though the inventory went up, because our sales went up, the months worth of inventory still remained at 2.2 months. Okay, you can see all the numbers there and how that's working out, but this has been a gradual transition going back to probably the spring, the end of spring, as we've been getting more and more balance in the market, with buyers and sellers kind of having a level playing field now. So I'm calling it right now, it is definitely a balanced market right now. We're no longer in that crazy seller's market that we had for the last year and a half, 2 years. It's balanced. It's a normal market. This is the most normal market we've seen in Sacramento in over 10 years. So I think that's a really good thing for the market. It's healthy. Prices aren't going crazy. Buyers have a little bit of time to actually look at a property, go back a second time to make sure they like it. There's some competition out there, but not a ton. So it's a good thing. Sellers, you know right where you stand. If you haven't sold that property pretty much within about 3 weeks of hitting the market, you know you're probably high, or you need to make some improvements to the property or something like that. So we're in a nice balanced market right now. The inventory is going to be continuing to go up. I've also been talking about Sacramento as a very cyclical market. Majority of our sales happen in spring and summer. They taper off in the fall, and then we usually have pretty mellow winter. So going forward here, we're going to continue to see the inventory is going to trickle up a little bit. The amount of sales in a couple of months, they're going to start tapering off a little bit. We're going to have a little bit higher inventory. Values are just going to kind of flatten out as well throughout the winter. Not as many sales going on, which is normal in a balanced, healthy market in Sacramento. So we're in a balanced market right now. The properties that show really well, they're marketed really well, and they're priced right, they're still having competition. They're still having a lot of attention and action on it. But those that either are a little too high, they just don't show well, whatever, those ones are sitting right now, and they're kind of just sitting out there with all the other ones that are overpriced a little bit, which is what happens in a balanced market. So that's what's going on in the market right now in Sacramento area. If you're a buyer or a seller out there, you can follow my blog, sacramentorealestateblog.com. Connect with me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, connect with me on my Facebook business page. You can give me a call, text, email. Connect with me. Look forward to hearing from you, helping you out if you're a seller or a buyer, figuring out what's best for your situation and moving forward and getting you into a great property. So have a great rest of what's left, a little bit of summer here, and I'll see you next month, and clear skies.